We're Reed Cambridge, and we are a group of teenagers, obviously, and we worked on our project, which we're going to now tell you more about. Take it away, Cliff.
Hi, I'm Cliff, and I'm going to talk about getting hired, but I'm going to do it in French. Enjoy. Depuis décembre, je me disais que ce serait bien que j'aie un boulot. Et au mois de janvier, un jour à la cafétéria de mon école, une dame donnait des applications. Et vous le mon ami a pris deux, un pour lui et un pour moi. Je l'ai rempli. Et après quelques jours, mon interview a été fixé. J'étais vraiment nerveux parce que c'était mon premier. Mais grâce à Dieu et à ma capacité, c'était excellent. Une semaine après, on m'a appelé pour une bonne nouvelle. C'était celle de mon emploi à mon premier travail. J'étais vraiment excité d'avoir été choisi pour bouger le brief Cambridge et d'être l'un des 6 personnes placées pour le travail parmi les 33 intervenus. C'était une merveilleuse expérience dans ma vie. Merci beaucoup.
Hi, my name is Williams, and I'm here to talk about what we did in the first week that we got hired. But I'm going to do it in Haitian Creole. Nous faisons commencer le travail là. Nous travaillons en équipe, nous rencontrons un groupe, nous jouons, nous apprenons. Et après ça, nous faisons un joueur qui est les pour nous connaître qui genre de monde nous est et qui s'ennuie comment avec l'autre. Nous apprenons des projets historiens qui vont sortir, qui ont créé et qui ont participé dans le projet. Nous faisons part of speech, nous tous faisons et puis nous rencontrons un monde qui n'a pas tant qu'à parler, qui a dit qu'il y a une journée et qui s'en nous apprend aujourd'hui. Nous tous sommes allés dans le Science Museum et puis nous apprenons un artiste qui est Horsley Bergen. Nous apprenons de lui parce que le projet parlant, il est presque même j'avais pas nous. Ça fait pas même j'avais pas nous, c'est parce que il y a une vidéo dans parlant, mais nous n'avons pas gagné. Et après un mois d'aujourd'hui, nous allons parler, qui j'ai en vidéo, qui j'ai fait projet parlant et qui j'ai parlé différent de parlant. Merci.
So before familiarizing ourselves with the sound editing software, Audacity, we had to create accounts on the sound sharing site SoundCloud. We were able to use SoundCloud as an open source and take samples from the site that we then experimented with using Audacity. Audacity was our main instrument for creating our original pieces. The buttons and effects took time to adjust to, but once we got the hang of it, we were able to express our artistic messages clearly. Later in the week, we also learned about our digital trail, which means that everything we put on the internet stays there and is accessible to view by everyone, everywhere. This implies that our art pieces are viewable to anybody at soundcloud.com/breathe-soundpoetry.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I'll be talking to you about the technical process of our art. The procedure was quite simple. First, we started with an idea for a beat or a tune. Second, we used one or more free sample WAV files from the public domain. Third, we added effects to make them our own. And finally, we inserted the public community voices with more effects. This was simply to get the ball rolling. Over time, each person's procedure evolved and eventually gave each artist their own style.
Hi, my name is Brandy. I'll be talking about my artist process. So when I first started started working out with the audio files, I was really excited and nervous at the same time. I wanted to finish the project as I heard it in my head, but I found this to be more difficult than I thought it would be. I struggled to find the voices in the music that fit together. After searching through all the collected voices and sounds, I found the connection between all of my pieces. Now, when I find the right voice and the perfect sound, I know that I have a connection. So, we were all required to write an artist bio, and what an artist bio is the artist and their work, and our artist bios are on our blog. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Susman, and I'm here to talk about our participation in the Cambridge Open Studios. Cambridge Open Studios is a venue for local artists to share their work, and we, as local audio artists, presented our pieces at the North Cambridge Mall on the 15th and 16th of May for the Cambridge Open Studios. There were many visual artists whose media ranged from photography to sculpture, and we, being the only audio artists, stood out to be unique. People of all ages were interested in our work and were willing to lend us their voices and contribute to the project. In conclusion, this final voice collection outing for Breathe turned out to be a great experience to us and to our fellow art lovers. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Matilda. I'm sorry. And as my fellow Breathe artist Wilkins already mentioned, we had the pleasure of having Halsey Bergen, a local sound artist, come to our Gateway Youth Center and host an artist salon with us. An artist salon is an old tradition where different creative people gather to talk about their pieces, their art, and to discuss processes in general. And Halsey, who is a famous sound artist in the local area, who just had an exhibit at the Museum of Science, came and was very inspirational to talk with him, this great artist, on an equal level and discuss race, audio, art, and over Zing Pizza and other snacks, and hear about his installation because we were preparing to install our art project at the Cambridge Art Council Gallery. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Dora. I'm one of the Breathe artists, and today I'm here to talk to you about today. Today is a very important day for us because it's the result of 2 years of hard work and dedication to Breathe Cambridge. During the weeks leading up to this day, we learned a lot of technical skills. We learned how to manipulate raw audio files in WAV formats into refined works of audio art using Audacity, which is an open source audio editing software. At first, it was a little hard, with all the vocabulary, technical jargon, and computer skills we had to use. But we did it. Yay! What was really cool is how it turned out that all this information was actually useful, and that we could apply it to our project, which enhanced its quality. And the project we couldn't have done without Microsoft. What we didn't learn was how to give a public presentation. How do you think we're doing so far? Good. Thanks again, Microsoft.
Hey, I'm Morningstar, and I'm here to talk about the installation space. So when we first started this project a few years back, right? But yeah, so there was always the intent to present the final product in a public place, except we didn't really think about where. And so it was kind of a really nice surprise when the Cambridge City Hall Annex gave us this room for 3 months, which is also a lot longer than we had originally intended. But it was like a great thing. Yay. Sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. And then so we were hired as audio artists. So we weren't really hired to be visual artists to design this room. So Bo and Shay, can't find her. There. Yay. Sorry. Bo and Shay, who have had experience in these things, we're designing most of it. And so, yeah. And the room itself is relaxing, like theme. It's sky blue white and gray, and there are quotes from various Breathe poems up on the walls so that you can read them. But it's relaxing because the main intent of this room is not for you to focus on reading Breathe poems, but to listen to our audio work, because that's what we're hired for. And like, listen, please. And also, while Bo and Trey may have had the majority of the time designing the room, that was really bad wording, by the way. I like to think that we made this room our Breathe space because we were the ones that picked the quotes that went up on the walls, we're the ones that painted them in, and it was our hard work and dedication, not to mention everyone else's. And with their help, we couldn't have done it, and with our help, we couldn't have made this room ours. So yeah. And by the way, this is our invitation for the Breathe Gallery space. So I would, and the rest of us, of course, would really like it if you would come visit us next Tuesday, the 21st, at the Cambridge Arts Council Gallery in the City Hall Annex at 344 Broadway Street next Tuesday. Come on.
Hi, I'm Mercedes. As you have heard, we are in the last and maybe not final stage of Breathe. We have come a long way from being interviewed, as Cliff mentioned, to getting hired and doing team building to get to know each other. From there, we started to learn about the project, the history, the software, and what our job was to do to finish. Through the 12 weeks we have been together, we have brought our own creativity through the audio we created and the voices we collected. Our last step of our job is at the CAC, where we get to show our audio art project to the world, and you all should come and support us while we do so. Now we are questioning, what's going to happen after this is over? Is Breathe going to end? It doesn't have to. By the way, our show is next Tuesday, the 21st, at the Cambridge Art Council Gallery at 344 Broadway Street from 6:30 to 8:30, as Morningstar mentioned already.
Okay, so before we end, we invite you guys to make some art with us. As Logan mentioned in his presentation, we had a ritual throughout our process of making a cipher. A cipher, if you guys don't know, is when we each create a sound with our body and our mouths, and then we put it all together and make a piece of art. So I'm going to be the conductor. I'm going to tell people when to start, when to end. At the end, I'll go 1, 2, 3, stop, and everyone will end. And I'll tell you guys when to begin as well. So Cliff, you want to start us off? So as you can hear, he's making a nice even bass, even tempo for us to lay on top of. Randy, you want to go? Matilda? Okay, first row, you guys want to go? No? Okay. Bella, you want to start? MJ. Alex, you want to go? Iona. Logan. Okay, first row, try again.